Welcome to today's episode. So today we'll be looking at the topic Supreme Test. When you say you're a believer, you have to go through a testing phase. And when you go through those tests, you can now come out to be authentified as a believer. So the number one test of every believer is the test of love. This was the test that Jesus asked Peter and said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, I love you, Lord. And he said to him, feed my flock. He turned to him again the second time and said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, I love you, Lord. And he said to him, feed my flock. He turned to him again the third time and said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, Lord, thou knowest. And he said, feed my flock. If you love God as a believer, you will not be ashamed of the gospel. You will not be ashamed to spread the gospel of Jesus. You will not be ashamed to reach out to the lost. You will not be ashamed to preach the gospel of Jesus to the world. If you love Jesus, it will be so evident in your Christian walk. It will be so evident with how you treat people around you. It will be so evident on how you take God's business as your own business. So number one test of every believer is the test of love. Do you love me? Feed my flock. The second supreme test is the discipleship test. Now, you love God. You must be ready to be called his disciple. Something you have to do willingly. It has to come from your heart. To say, okay, I've made you my Lord and Savior, and I've made you my master, and I'm ready to follow you, and also bring men to your kingdom. So this is the discipleship phase. That means you have to pick up your own cross and you have to follow Jesus. And you also have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So if you love Jesus, this second test, you must go through it. The test of discipleship. You are not compelled, you are not forced. It's something you willingly volunteered yourself for the gospel. I've decided to follow Jesus, and there is no going back about this thing. I've given up everything I have just to be with Jesus. I will give up everything I have just to be saved. I will give up everything I have just to follow Jesus. So this is the second test you have to go through as a believer. The third test you will go through is the test of service. There is nobody who wants or who claims to love Jesus that would not want to serve him. Actually, the reason why you were saved is to serve. So, and he has given you a whole lot of talents. He has given you a lot of gifts. The Bible says he gave gifts unto men. So, you want to serve him with that gift he has given unto you to prove your love for him as a child of God. You should be able to serve God with everything he has given to you. Serving Jesus should not be something you do out of pity or something. No, this is somebody who gave up his whole life for you. So you should be able to give up everything again for his service. So you have to serve God with your talent, with your time, with your treasures, with your money. Even your body is not left out. So first of all, present your body as a living sacrifice. It's holy and acceptable unto God. So these are the three tests, the supreme test of every believer. So this is what makes you a believer, that you've undergone through these three tests: test love, test of discipleship, and test of service. Then you can now be fully called a Christian. See you on next episode again. God bless you.